Hey guys, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. Hope you're doing well. Today, I'm here to talk about the Bachelorette finale. I just finished it and I was not planning on doing this. I took my melatonin an hour ago. I was in bed. I just finished my first day of school. I was ready to go to bed as soon as this ended to get prepared for tomorrow. And I wanted to do it because I don't know what the fuck I just watched. I don't know. I'm so thrown off because this is my first Bachelorette season, and so I haven't witnessed the insane endings of people breaking up, getting cheated on, and all of that stuff. I haven't witnessed a really bad one yet because the only after thingy I watched, or after the Rose event, was Joey's season. I watched Golden Bachelorette, but I don't think I watched that because it was late and it wasn't live. I watched it a month. No, actually it was a couple weeks after it ended, so I already knew, so I didn't watch it. But I watched Joey's, and obviously there were moments, it was sad, but it wasn't like this because they were happy together. I know this shit like this has happened at final or after Rose things. I know that because I know about Rachel. I don't remember what happened, but I know that there was a whole thing. It's just a lot of the time they break up before the final, oh my gosh, not final Rose, after Rose thing. And so then we get all the drama and we get them fighting and the receipts, we get it all. And I've never experienced it or witnessed it, and it was insane. What the fuck? And I'm pissed off because I hate to say it, I was rooting for Devin until this very moment. At first, the first couple episodes, the first 3 or something, I was I'm not sure. I'm not, I don't really like him that much. I know some people said they liked him. I didn't really at first. I remember when I went on my trip with my family in July. I watched episode 2 with my sister because it aired when we were there, and we were both yeah, I don't really know, I don't really like him. He's playing the game and he's doing what he needs to do, but I don't really like him. Then 2 weeks after that, I started liking him, and then I was his number one fan. I was rooting for him. I was he has to win, he has to win, he has to win. I was getting pissed off at everyone else for going after him because I thought they were just mad at him for being himself. Turns out he really is a piece of shit, and the fact that Sam M was correct about him, it's insane to me because I literally talked to my therapist 2 weeks ago about how much I hated Sam, and she did too, and she was rooting for Devin. So I'm ready for next week to talk to her about this because I know she's gonna lose her shit. I hated Sam M, and the fact that I hate Devin as much as I hate Sam M now is insane. I did not think we were gonna get there. I remember telling my therapist last week, if Devin and Jen don't end up together, I'm going to lose my shit. It has to be him. Oh my gosh, Marcus isn't ready. Obviously, and I'm still pissed off at him. It had to be him. I thought it's gonna be Devin. They're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna go well. I'm just I don't know. What the fuck? Devin really is a piece of shit. This is why I cannot trust men, and I probably should not watch this show. Because, I feel I'm gonna always trust the wrong people. Fuck. He is such a piece of shit, and my heart is broken for Jen. Oh my gosh, she had me bawling my eyes out during the proposal because that was so fucking rude for them saying, we're not gonna show it. And I thought they just weren't. I was okay, perfect. To then show it after they talked and have Jen watch it and show her on the screen bawling her eyes out. That was so fucking rude because she's still hurt by this. Obviously I would be too. Are you kidding me? And the fact that when Devin came out, he was hey, how you doing? And touched her no, get the fuck out of here. I didn't want to see him. When she started talking before he came out about how they broke up, they went off engaged, it was the best day of her life, they broke up, shit happened. was like, okay, can we not see him? Like, I knew, like, drama, we had to see him. But he was just a piece of shit. Like, all the shit he was doing, like, the fact that he broke up with her over the phone, like, that is something you don't do at any point. But especially when you're engaged. Like, that's such a piece, like, a shitty move. He's such a piece of shit. And the fact that they were great once they got engaged, but then right when they got back and they left Hawaii, she noticed something was off, and he wasn't, like, the stuff he was saying kind of, like, started going downhill, and, like, he wasn't keeping his promises. And he always talked about how he had, not commitment issues, what is it? He's worried about being left alone, and, like, why can I not think of the word? Like, he had, not abandonment issues, like, scared to be alone, whatever. It's 10 o'clock, I'm too tired to think. It's like he's always been worried about being left alone, and he wanted to be chosen and be the one. To then treat her like that, like, you're kidding. And the fact that he was trying to make him, like, self seem better and be like, am I not allowed to have a life? Because he was, like, going out and apparently clubbing with Jeremy, which I still like Jeremy, I don't care about that, but Jeremy's reaction, that was hilarious. But, like, saying that and saying, going out, like, doing all these things, and he's like, am I not allowed to have a life? Like, no, you are. But treating someone like that and then going out and doing all that crap while she's hurting and not even talking to her for a month after that to, like, hear her out and hear why she's so heartbroken and wants to talk to you. Like, she is in love with you, and you claimed that you were in love with her, and now you're claiming you didn't, or then you said to her at one point that you didn't, and that was a lie and you never did, and then now you're claiming on live television, like, no, I meant everything I said. No, bitch, you did not, because you would not be doing this shit. If you truly love someone, you would not have done this. You wouldn't have. I hate men. Like, men suck. Like, oh my gosh, like, Joey. I miss Joey, like, on The Bachelor. Like, come on. He was the best man ever. Like, oh. Like, honestly, he set my boundaries a bit too high, because I was expecting people to be like him on, like, Jen's season. And, I mean, Jen saying she falls for people who are unavailable and, like, bad people, like, yeah, I'm seeing that now. Because I really thought, we all thought Devin was a good guy, or at least she thought he was different, and he turned out to be a piece of shit. And I hope Jen finds, like, the right person, because that was awful. And the fact that after they broke up, like, they broke up on the phone, and after that, like, the next day he followed Maria. Like, bitch, like, Maria's my girl, nothing against her. This has not, like, she's not in the wrong, it was completely him. But that's so fucked up. Like, oh my gosh. It's like Sam M. The way, like, he said in that interview, he thought the Bachelorette was gonna be Daisy or Maria. It's like that, like, so you want Maria now, you fucked up, you want another Bachelorette. Like, I honestly think he just wanted to be the Bachelor. I think he was on there for fame. Just like whoever, what was it? Aaron, I think, said that, like, people are here for the wrong reasons. And I believed it was not a Devin. I didn't believe it was him. It turned out to be him. In the book that Aaron gave him about self-growth, maybe we should have been a bit more serious about that, and maybe he should have actually read it, and it was not a joke, because he really does need to work on himself. He needs to get his shit together, because him smiling while he's talking and trying to excuse for everything he did, that's so rude. Like, put your smirk away, go leave, like, go think about what you've done to this poor girl who is clearly heartbroken, bawling her eyes out on national television, telling you how much she loved you and how excited she was, and it was the best day of her life. She just wanted to be with you, and you break up with her over the phone, and you do all this shit. Like, she even said that she didn't care, like, if they broke off the engagement. Like, yeah, she wanted to get married to you, but, like, she said, we can break off the engagement and just date. Like, I want to be with you. I want that more than anything. Like, let's do that. That just shows how badly she's in love with you, and you're going to treat her like that. It's like, and he didn't even want to get engaged on the show, but he claimed the whole time, like, at the end of this, I'm looking to get engaged, like, this is all I want. And he's been saying it to her, like, one of the only guys, or not only guys, but like one of the few who really said, like, yes, I 100% see engagement. Like, I see myself getting down on one knee for you. Like, we will get married, like, all that. He said all of that so many times and talked about how much he loved her and how excited he was to spend the rest of his life with her, and how he wanted to wake up to her every day and all that shit. And he does it. It's like, oh my gosh, like, oh, fuck. Like, who does that? I mean, like, many people do, but it's like, I trusted him, and I feel like the biggest idiot for liking him. Like, I was his biggest fan. I was rooting for him so hard, and I was so worried going into today that she was gonna choose Marcus, and like, that was gonna be it. And like, I was gonna be pissed off by that, because Marcus, I mean, he mumbled he loved her after weeks of saying, like, he wasn't there yet, and I don't even know if he actually meant it. It's like, he's a piece of shit too. I don't know who's worse at this point, honestly. I feel like it's probably Devin, but it's like, I thought she was gonna pick him, and then I was so excited when she didn't, and she broke up with him and was like, I'm gonna propose to Devin. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is it, like, we made it, like, we're good, like, hell yeah. But then, like, this happening, like, bitch, it's so fucking annoying. Like, it's like how she was talking about how he had one foot out the door the whole time. Like, he was not there. He was not there for the right reasons. And the way, like, she was trying to tell him, like, how hard it was for her, because he was trying to say, like, it was hard for me too, and like, I was going out and do stuff, but like, it's hard for her as well. Like, she's the star of the show, and having, like, to watch it every Monday is awful for her. I mean, like she said, I'm heartbroken every Monday night watching all the lies you told me. Like, that is like the worst thing ever, to like have to witness like that all over again, and like see all the shit you said that she didn't even know about that was not true. Like, how all you said to the cameras, like, I'm ready to marry her, like, I'm so in love with her, like, let's go. Like, and then you do this, and like, that was a full ass lie. Like, and him claiming, like, I didn't lie, like, I meant all the things. Like, no, you admitted to her at one point that you did not love her and never did, and you did not want to get engaged, and you were lying about it the whole time. Like, clearly you're a fame whore and you just want fame. Like, bitch, fuck off. Like, this, I just, oh my god, it's so annoying. Like, I knew this, like, episode obviously wasn't gonna be, like, all fun, because Jessie keeps saying, like, something that never happened before, which she says that, like, every fucking season, apparently, and so, like, I was just kind of like, whatever. But he kept saying stuff, and it was freaking me out, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the fuck's gonna happen? I did not think it was this. I honestly thought it was her. She's gonna get engaged to Marcus. Or no, what did I think was gonna happen? I kind of thought that, but then I also thought maybe Marcus was gonna propose to her, realize he's not ready, but like convince himself he's ready for this. Propose to her, she's gonna say no, and she's gonna propose to Devin. Like, those were the ones I was thinking. I did not think this was gonna happen. I thought Devin was a good guy. He seemed good. He seemed like the only one who was like really professing his love for her, and like the only one saying, I'm ready for this. Like, I have been ready. I'm here for an engagement. He was like one of the only people who was like ready for engagement since the beginning, and was there for that reason, or so we thought. It's like what a bitch. Like, fuck off. Like, he is literally as bad as CMM. I'm sorry. Like, the fact when they broke up, he said, I can't be sorry anymore, I gotta go, and then break, and then like hang up. Like, first of all, you don't, like I said, you don't oh my gosh, you do not break up on a phone call. Like, no matter what, especially if you're engaged, like, you do not do that. Like, that is a bitchy ass move. Like, that's not what we're gonna do. The fact you say it like that, like, don't do it. But if you're gonna do it, be polite, and like, not even be polite, but like, talk to her and be considerate. Don't say, I can't be sorry anymore, I gotta go. Like, bitch, you need to be sorry because you fucked up so many times. You hurt this poor girl. Like, the way she was bawling her eyes out before she even started talking about it. Like, she came out and, like, when she's talking with Marcus, she came out and it looked like she'd been crying. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I thought she was just having a hard time watching them, like, everything, the breakup with Marcus. And then when she came out and they were talking about Devin and said, we're, like, not going to show the proposal. And she started talking, before she even started talking, she started bawling her eyes out. I was like, and then him being like, you've done nothing wrong. I felt like I fell short and couldn't live up to your standards in the real world. Like, bro, like, her standards are just, like, normal things in a relationship. Like, yeah, ferocious love. You want somebody to put you first and be there for you. It's not that hard. Be a man and get your shit together and treat her better. Like what Jen said to Sam M in the men's tell-all, like, I'm sorry for whoever you end up with. Yeah, I feel bad for whoever Sam M ends up with, but I also feel bad for whoever Devin ends up with, and probably Marcus too, because I don't think Marcus is capable of a relationship, or at least right now. And I know it's the trauma and, like, that's not his fault, but he's not capable of it right now. It's like you saying that and then being like, oh, you've done nothing wrong though. Like, you saying that clearly means she did something wrong, and she did not. You're the one in the wrong, like, 100%. Like, she is an angel and I feel awful for her. Like, my heart, like, I hope she finds someone soon 10 times better. And, like, just, I feel like she just needs to maybe go back to Jonathan. Wasn't that his name? Who got eliminated before the final two? I think that was his name. I don't know. Like, I know he's going to Paradise. That's why I kind of want her to go to Paradise at this point. Because, like, he was the only good guy at the end of it. Like, fuck off. Why? Like, what the fuck? And just the fact that they went through all of that and literally showed the proposal, like, that's so fucked up. Like I said, I was bawling my eyes out for that girl. Because you said you weren't going to show the proposal, and then you go through everything that happened and how heartbroken she is and how much, like, she's sobbing, to then show the proposal and show her reaction to it, the bottom of the screen, and also show Devin watching her the whole time. Like, no, dude, get up and walk away. Like, you could tell how much she loved you, and you treated her like that, and we thought you loved her. Like, you just looking at her, watching her cry, and, like, trying to look sympathetic. Like, no, you're a piece of shit. You don't have a good bone in your body. Like, you suck. Like, go. Get out of here. Like, and, like, I'm happy they talked about it and, like, what happened, but they should not have showed the proposal. Like, that was so fucked up. Like, yeah, I wanted to hear about it, but I didn't want to actually see it and put her through that. And I was wondering, like, the whole time, like, does she regret doing it? And when she said, I don't regret proposing to that man, but that man isn't, like, here anymore, I was like, okay, like, yeah, that does make complete sense. Like, the man that was there and that she proposed to, and also he proposed to her, does not exist. Like, that was a fake man who was just making up all these lies to get fame and to be on a show. And maybe even he was on there to try to become Bachelor, but then he made it farther than he was going to. It's like he is going on the Bachelorette villains, or, like, Bachelor Nation villains. I don't know who else is on there because I haven't watched that many seasons, but I know for sure he is going on that list, like, high on this list. High on it. Like, fuck off. Like, Jen, girl, I'm so sorry. Like, I was really rooting for her because she's such a genuine person and she's so nice. Like, yes, she kind of did fuck up with Marcus and she should have let him go and have Jonathan be in the final two and have him win. But it's just, I still think she's, like, a genuine person. Like, that was not smart to keep Marcus there, but she's such a kind, like, soul, and I really hope the best for her. And like she said, like, she knows she'll find a man that will give her everything he promised and not leave like everyone else did, and specifically Devin. And 100%, like, she will find that. She just needs to not do reality TV and go away unless she wants to go on Bachelor in Paradise and hang out with Jonathan. I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like she it's gonna be like I need to step away, which is 100%. But like maybe she'll show up, because I mean Rachel showed up last season and she was a bachelorette. So I'm like, maybe I want her and Jonathan to be together now, because like he was the one, and he was my second pick for her, like after Devin, and now he's my number one. And I was really hoping, like, I know a lot of the time that sometimes after they break up she gets with someone else, and I was kind of hoping that would be the case, and then he'll be like, surprise, we're actually together and I'm not going on Paradise anymore. I was kind of hoping that would happen. Just hopefully it will, because he was ready. Like, their relationship was so perfect too. It's like, yeah, I thought her and Devin were perfect, but I was wrong about that. So I mean, let's have the slow burn be together. Like, they were friends first, and like we're a slow burn to like more, and that's perfect in a relationship. So like, and he's so kind. Like in the men's tell-all, the way he was like complimenting her dress and looking at her, it's like, oh, fuck off. Like, it should have been him. Why the fuck was I rooting for Devin? Gosh, I don't know. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed off. I mean, I was literally tweeting about it, and I never tweet about Bachelor stuff. I usually don't tweet about shows. Like, I usually just retweet it. It's occasionally I'll do it. Like, I was tweeting about Bachelorette because I was invested, and I was thrown off. Like, I came back from my class, like, a little bit before it started. Like, I changed, I got in my bed, like, made dinner, and I was ready to go. Like, I was ready to have a good-ass time, see Devin and Jen get engaged, and this shit happened. Like, I don't know. I'm so upset. Like, I really was not planning on doing this episode. It's like, oh my gosh. But I think I'm gonna end episode here. It's obviously shorter than my usual episodes, but I just wanted to rant about Devin because I'm really pissed off, and I did not plan on doing this at all, really. I mean, clearly, because I took my melatonin like an hour ago, and I'm like out of sleep. But thank you so much for listening, and Devin's a piece of shit, and I'll see you guys soon.